I'm doing some rough sketches of these winter themed figures, and I'm doing them on blank index cards, which are the same size as the postcards I'm going to make. And I do rough sketches, sometimes half a dozen or more, just to train my hand to do the right size and scale and get all the elements worked out. So I'm going to draw one of these. So the first thing I'm going to do is start my face kind of right above the center of the postcard. Just kind of half an oval. And I generally draw in my guidelines for the face. So a center line, I'm doing this very faintly so it won't show up on the finished drawing. And then a line for the eyes right across, and then split the difference between that line and the chin, and that's pretty much where the nose goes. And then split the difference again, and that's where the center of the mouth goes. So the first thing I'm going to add is a hat. I'm doing this right above where the eyes are going to go. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than the head. And that's the band of her hat. And I'm going to add lines in here that kind of represent the band of a hat, the ribbing. And then starting slightly out from the edges of the head, I'm going to do the hat. And then if I want to do a little pom-pom on top, there's that. And let's do the face. So I'm doing circles, and then the outer lids, and then another little line where the fold goes, and then another line for the eyebrow. I'm going to paint or do markers to put all this in later. And you'll notice that in between the eyes, I've left pretty much the size of an eye in between my two eyes. That's good spacing for something that looks remotely human. If you get them too wide apart, you start to look like animals or like manga figures. And if that's your style, cool, do that. And there are my lips. Now I'm going to do her scarf. I'm starting really high, like almost right in line with where the bottom of the nose is. And it's very wide because this is a very bulky muffler. And here's where one end of it is flipped over the top underneath her chin. And join those lines up. And then another piece that's coming from underneath this muffler wrapped around her neck. And I could add, like I did on this one, stripes across and fringe coming down, but really I'm going to want to do that in paint rather than in drawing. I'm going to let those elements come to me as I fill in each one with color. So all I need is her body, which is coming from right out at the outer edge of the muffler and just sort of flaring outward. And then some hair. So this girl has fluffy hair, wavy hair. Let's do some straight hair on this girl. I want to make sure that the two sides are pretty much even. And also, you want to add in just a little bit on the sides right here. You don't want her bare face sticking out from underneath her hair. So otherwise you'd have to draw in ears right here, and that just sounds like too much work. So a little bit of hair coming over just like this. And that's my basic figure. I'm going to do another face. And on this one, I'm going to do some closed eyes. Ribbing. So to do closed eyes, instead of doing a circle for the eye, I'm going to do a half circle for some closed lids, and then do the eyebrow up above. Just like that.